Hi, Mats. Thank you for the great answer. Wow. I love your philosophy of picking faculty, and that's not completely because it sounds just like me. Anyways, but having said that, that great answer begs some more questions. And it really comes down to, first of all, these faculty who are builders that are going to be entrepreneurial. I have yet to meet an entrepreneurship professor who doesn't think he or she is a builder, that doesn't think he or she is being entrepreneurial. And the only reason they haven't done great things is because of institutional constraints, or their role demands get in the way, that they're going to get around to it. This is something that they'd really want to do. And in the meantime, maybe what they're doing is not so bad. It's almost as good as Chalmers. Well, maybe the better question to ask is, what advice would you give to someone trying to replicate your good work? It seems like a terrific model. And I've asked this question of people at Stanford and other places that are doing great things. And I'm not sure, I'd be really curious as to your response. I mean, the first question really is, how do we get started? And does it matter whether we have fresh ground or not? So really the second big question here is, we're going to replicate the program. Do I need greenfield? Do I need fresh ground and start completely from scratch and build it from there? Is that something that is absolutely necessary? Because you can't have a U.S. business school who is accredited without an entrepreneurship class of some sort. So there's very little fresh ground out there. Meanwhile, what do you do with programs that already exist? There are many programs that are nowhere near the level of what Chalmers or Stanford or any of the very top tier programs are doing, but nonetheless consider themselves to be pretty close to a grade A program, even though unfortunately they're not. But they position themselves that way. They may even believe it. So how do you maybe the really interesting question is, how do you transform an existing program that's okay, that's doing a decent job, and turn it into something totally badass like what you guys are doing? Does it require changing out the faculty? Does it require changing out the students? Does it mean dramatically changing how you engage with the ecosystem? I think these are tough questions. It would be nice to figure out how do you take a good program and transform it into something like Chalmers. But if I was going to create a program, whether Idaho or wherever, I want to reinvent what you guys are doing. I want to replicate this. Mats, how do I get started? First, how do I find faculty? How do I tell if a faculty person really has the right stuff? You've done a very good job of plucking diamonds in the rough like Karen out of this, and figuring out how to turn Martin Lacasse into the rock star he's becoming. And I'd be really intrigued to hear that. And do I need fresh ground? If so, so be it. But if I can, how can I transform an existing program? And does that, any advice on that would be most welcome. Anyway, great answer. Still very proud of you guys. In fact, you have made me even more envious than before. So, thanks, and volley back to you.